PunchPod in stereo. Every week, PunchPod brings you live stand-up comedy from Seattle. And now, episode 38.
You guys ever have like a repressed childhood memory come back to you and you realize that your parents were just like the most fucked up people that you've ever met in your entire life? You don't realize how they ever parented anybody ever in the world. My mom let me dress up as Shaft when I was 10 years old, you guys. Let me repeat myself. My mom let me blackface myself at the age of 10 years old. You know how fucked up that is? I didn't get any candy. I got no candy. But I did get a couple of watches, some wallets, a mortgage. It was a very lucrative evening for me at the age of 10.
Listen, folks, I'm not a man of faith. I don't really believe in any particular religion. But I do believe in the devil because I can feel him every time I go for a run. Every single time. Right away, he's just whispering in my ear, turn around. You just bought us $60 at taquitos. Turn around. This podcast isn't that interesting. Turn around. You're going to get jumped at the next corner. Turn around. So if you guys want to hang out with me after the show, because this is a show for me, come see me before the blood clot reaches my heart. You guys are fun people.
A woman said this to me verbatim, not making this up. A woman said, Kevin, you're pretty faggy, but you fuck like a straight man. Thank you. You're not too bad yourself, but you moan like my dad. He has thin walls. It's not what you guys think it is.
Every time I look in my wallet, there's an unused condom in there going, "Ha, fuck you!" And whenever I see it, I remember the day I put it in there thinking, and thus begins a new age of what? It expired. It expired a week ago. You can't imagine the grief that comes from witnessing the death of a condom. It's like watching a Viking die of old age. A condom is supposed to die in glory on the battlefield, not slowly rot next to my Safeway club card.
I don't tend to get along with history buffs. I don't know if you guys have any of those in your life, but this is how conversations with them go. Like, hey, you don't have an opinion about how our blankets killed the Indians? You're an asshole, Billy. Like, what? I sat down with a history buff the other day and he was like, hey, listen, man, I know it goes without saying the Holocaust was bad for the Jews. I was like, go on. He's like, yeah, but it wasn't just them. It was also the Polish and the mentally handicapped and the homosexuals. They suffered too. Nobody talks about them. And I'm like, hey, dude, how about we just give the Jews this one, eh? I'm pretty sure a retarded gay Polak will be like, yeah, let's give the Jews this one.
Hey! Polak in the house.
A retarded. There's always one, every crowd.
I do camp drugs, okay? Like, I smoke weed and I drink, you know? That's it. Like, camp drugs, those are things you do while camping. Yeah. Right? Like, nobody's sitting around a campfire, like, doing lines of coke, like, let's make some s'mores and fucking talk! You know what I mean? Like, nobody's, like, doing meth camping, like, reorganizing the dust outside of their tent for 3 hours. It's just not happening, man. Like, nothing really bad is happening because of weed. Like, might as well make it legal. We're not going to war over weed, are we? No. Unless, like, maybe the terrorists threaten our Funyun supply or something. That's about it. Like, Obama's in the White House like, they want to do what to grape soda? Like, marijuana doesn't cause domestic violence. You know what causes domestic violence? Budweiser. Like, you know, you could be high and you could walk in on your girlfriend cheating on you and you just be like, you know, I probably haven't been paying her enough attention. Thank you, man. You guys want to go get a pizza or something? Looks like you worked up an appetite, dude. You know?
My family is kind of awkward. My dad, he and I don't have anything in common besides the fact that we drink. When I was younger, he tried to force us to have something in common. Like, he made me shoot guns for, like, a hobby, I guess. So I was a marksman as a 4-year-old, which is responsible. First time I shot a gun, I was 4 years old. Last time I shot a gun, I was 18 years old. And what happened was I was at the gun range with my dad, and he was like, he was trying to instruct me on how to shoot a gun. And I was holding the gun, and he's like, Tyler, first off, never point the gun anywhere except for down the range. And I'm like, for fuck's sakes, Dad. I'm 18, I've been shooting guns since I was 4 years old. I know how to fucking do this. And I just loaded up the gun, and I just shot down the range, and I did a tight 6 right in the face of this target. It was so sweet. And I slammed the gun down, and I was like, fuck it. Find someone else to shoot your guns with. I'm done with this. That's how I wish that happened. What actually happened was my dad said, never point the gun anywhere except for down the gun range. And I said, Dad, I'm not an idiot. And then the gun went off in my hand, and I shot right next to my dad. And it was a 45, it was a Magnum Colt 45. It's a big gun. The bullet hit the ground like a foot from his foot, and it exploded the concrete so much that both of us got hit with bullet fragments in our face, and we were bleeding. We're not going to be shooting anymore, are we?
Punchpaw is recorded live at Punchline Fridays and Tuesdays in Seattle. Tonight's episode starred Anthony Calderon, Cameron Mazuka, Kevin Addison, Eric Lundquist, Billy Anderson, Jubal Flagg, and Tyler Smith. This has been Punchpod. Find more at www.punchlinefridays.com. And thanks for listening. I'm your announcer, Biff Wellington.